you wanted to test what you do on a streaming platform, and then you tagged a bunch of streaming platforms, which I loved, because I was just imagining the meeting rooms in those streaming platforms being like, did you guys see this tweet from MrBeast?
And the funny part is we're already in talks with a lot of them, so a lot of them were like, why'd you do that? Like, we already are talking. I'm like, I just thought it'd be funny. And they're like, yeah, but we were already talking about a show. And like, so it's kind of funny.
Why do you want to do that? Like, why do you want to take what you do and put it on a streaming platform?
Yeah, so, well, you know, the thing is, like, YouTube is great, obviously. I love YouTube, and YouTube's always gonna be my number one priority. It's just interesting that serialized content isn't the best on YouTube. Like, if I made 10 episodes and 30-minute episodes of something, it just doesn't belong on YouTube. It just doesn't. And I don't even think YouTube themselves would argue that. You know what I mean?
It's meant to be viewed as individual pieces.
Yeah, as of right now.
Yeah, as of right now.
And I also just, like, there's a lot of people that use Netflix that don't watch YouTube, and so it'd be cool just to, like, make content for them, and also just, like, test our limits. Like, because I do think, well, I don't know how to say I don't have an ego, and I don't care. Like, this doesn't matter to me, but I do think a lot of people are like, oh, well, he's just good at gaming the YouTube algorithm, even though, like, we have you know, hundreds of people that work on our videos, multi-million-dollar productions that no one else in the world could do for what the money we spend. Like, what would take Hollywood $20 million, I can do for 2, you know what I mean? And we're consistently churning out some of, you know, the best content you can find, you know what I mean, better than anyone else. So, but a lot of people are like, oh, it just games the YouTube algorithm. So I'd love to, like, you know, jump to a new format, just quickly crank out, you know, 10 episodes. I have a great idea, like the largest game show in history, with the most contestants in history, with the largest game show prize in history. And I know we could crush it, you know, just using our studio space and everything. And I think it would just go wild on Netflix. And then, I don't know, for me, it'd just be a fun challenge to show, like, no, we're not just gaming YouTube. Like, I can also make a hit Netflix show that, you know, tens of millions of people want to watch. You know, and then just come back to YouTube and keep doing my thing. It'd just be like a little side quest. That's fun.
Because it's not like YouTube would stop. The crazy thing too is if you took time to go do that, it's not like your videos aren't getting viewed on YouTube. Well,
I would still do YouTube.
And you would still make YouTube.
Yeah, I would just figure out a way to do it where it doesn't hurt YouTube. But
that would be super interesting. So you're in talks.
Yeah, we already know what we're going to do. It's just figuring out, like,
who's going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, if it's 10 episodes, I mean, like, on YouTube, some videos I'm spending up to $4 million. So, like, if I'm doing a 10 episode show, and I mean, in bare bones, if I wanted to stay the same as my YouTube channel, I mean, that'd be $40 million. But if I want to elevate it even more, which you should on a streaming platform, I mean, it gets pretty crazy. So it's just a lot of money. And so just figuring out, like, do I want to do it myself and then, like, go to them and just be like, hey, here it is. You don't get to tell me what to cut or anything. I just swear to God, it'll crush. Or do I partner with one of them on the front end so they can help alleviate the costs and they get it? I don't know. I've never done it before. So kind of figuring it out.
Are there some things you know you would do differently on a streamer because it's not on YouTube?
Well, yeah. I mean, the everything would breathe a whole lot more. So we would pick things that, well, like, also, like, you don't have to, like, hook people as much. Like, I don't have to, you know, so after I get people through episode 1, you know, they're invested in the characters we would have in these game shows, and they, you know, so I don't have to, like, be screaming at the start of all of them and convince them to watch. They're watching, you know what I mean? But it'd be so awesome. Like, I mean, picture, like, Squid Game, but, like, 10x. Like, that's what I would do, you know, with the set. But also, obviously, actual Squid Game, not ours, was scripted. You know, this would be unscripted. And so, like, but picture those same crazy sets and experiences, but unscripted, where it's actual, real, raw emotion with, you know, I don't know if it's 1,000 or 10,000 people that dwindle it down to one competing for the largest cash prize in history. It'd be awesome, you know, especially now that we're getting better at storytelling and how to build characters and stuff. I'd love to take all that knowledge we've learned and just apply it to a longer format. It'd be so much fun.